Good evening, everyone. My name is Rafael, and I'm here today, as usual, not usually on a Friday, to chat, hang a bit about, and this is sort of my excuse of since I'm not going out and intermingling and networking with the local music scene, I'm just gonna have to intermingle with the local music scene online. I hope this finds you well, that everyone is doing the best they can, and just make sure that I'm not actually spoofing myself here and sending this signal back to me. I'm just turning on my own live stream on my browser to check. So today's video has our live has a theme subject at hand, and that is not guitar related exactly. It has to do with t-shirts and clothing and merch and stuff like that. But just before I went live, I thought, wait, what if I just put a G string on my B string? And this is not me trying just to be inappropriate. It is honestly trying to fix this guitar that the B string broke. And because it has such a long scale, I don't want to break a whole new pack of strings just to just to put a B string on it. So I'm putting a G string that was used from a different pack that was already opened on where the B usually goes. So can be G string to B? It can. It's like a heavier B for heavier sound. It's this guitar that I'm talking about. If you haven't seen this is the build that I did from the Jazz M Coban kit, and this is where it is at now. I think I'm quite proud of how it turned out. I must say, not that I'm here to gloat or anything, but I'm quite happy on how it turned out. I can even show you how it sounds. Although the bridge pickup, it's a bit quieter than the neck pickup. I do have another pickup that I could put in here, because the bridge pickup is also microphonic, which seems to be a case with some of these Coban guitar pickups, which is a shame because it makes them completely unusable, really. There's a very nice thing here on the headstock, because why not? Why not a thing on the headstock? Let's see. It seems to be clipping the... So there you go. A bit of I do like this guitar. There's something about the offset body that is really good to play sitting down. I really like it. It does feel the whole thing. But this is not why you're here, probably. I've already talked about this guitar before and previously and all those things, so it's not quite the reason for this live. I'm just making time, really, trying to see if you are coming back in from today. So this is specifically for Peter Collins. If for some reason you had your evening available, although on top of your afternoon, please be welcome. I'm going to be showing how I go about doing clothing. Doing clothing? No, like designing the clothing for the bands and for the endeavor and everything. It's just because it's something that I've been doing quite a bit lately, and probably is more useful really than all my ramblings about guitars. It's what I'm wearing right now, and and I have here a couple of pieces as well. So we were talking about this last time, therefore I thought it would be a good idea just to revisit this, and if anyone else wants to see it, what I'll do is I'll just cut the beginning, the first few moments that we are just like talking stuff, to get to the point where we are able to listen, to discuss and go on the screens and everything. I'm just gonna put the guitar back, so just give me a moment. So for today I should probably put this a little further back, right? Can you still hear me well? I think you can still hear me well. And come forward a little bit to be seen by the camera. I see myself like it's stuttering, but I don't know if it's what this is about. So how's everyone doing? How I hope this is the lighting change there. I hope that this Friday evening you're not here, probably because you must be working, gigging, doing that sort of thing. I was going to go out and see what was about in terms of live music that's happening, because here in Blackpool it's everywhere, which is great. But it's you know, watching a movie with the kids and everything, and by the time that I was ready to hit the streets, it's like I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a few more moments. I figured out today how to use the mixer in conjunction with the sound interface, so I can do karaoke. I don't know if you saw that live from earlier that I put on and I haven't deleted yet. There's really no point to having it there, but the vocals are always a bit quiet comparatively, so I'm just putting this on to see if I can hear myself well. I'm getting yes, I am in fact in live. Do just move this the other way around, just monitor myself here on the properties. Oh, okay, here we go. This is my contribution. Funny rise again. This way. Here. Okay, so just double checking before I go on to the main subject that you can actually hear me and hear myself. I want to have the mic close to me, but also farther enough. Hearing to myself is very disturbing. Farther enough that it doesn't impede the visuals here. So let me turn this off. I'm gonna put myself back on here. Okay, so just make sure that we are where we are supposed to be with no sort of disturbance. So as I was saying, if you are wondering, before we go on to the main subject, if you are wondering how to use a mixer to stream, it doesn't create a multi-track. So the way that I do it, well, it could actually work if you just use a simple device or anything, because if you're streaming from a phone, you could connect the headphone out of the sound interface to your phone with dongles and stuff. If you are using the sound interface as your only I/O for the computer, the USB computer, OBS can do that. If you have other USB devices, it can do. You'll need like OBS or something similar. But the way that I did it is this mixer here. It has 5 working channels. It has more, but has 6 channels, but only 5 of them are working. So one of them I put the helix into. Then the red cable is the microphone lead that now doesn't have anything. I could put a microphone if I find a microphone just for scenario, just so you can check what I'm talking about. Let's say like this microphone that has an issue at the bottom, but right. So if I do this, so if I step away from this microphone and I speak with this microphone, you're gonna hear it, right? So we have this microphone and then the helix, or this is the difficult bit because if it could be something else. The way that I wired it earlier was the sound of my computer was going into the helix, and then from the helix it sends like the music, like the backing track, through through the mixer, and then from the mixer, one was going into the purple one was going into the PA speaker that I have underneath the desk, and this other cable is going into the second input of the sound interface. And now I have on the first sound interface, on the first input of sound interface, this that has a fat head. So this dynamic mic is a bit more like a condenser mic. That makes sense? I hope it makes sense. So technically, I could do this. Let me try it again. We can all enjoy that. I'm sure that you came to see how I do my t-shirts, which is a very difficult process, obviously. And now you're getting some karaoke, some non-consensual karaoke. So what song should we do? Any requests? Any song requests to see me fail at? Maybe something really funny, like Tears in Heaven. That's so funny. No, it's not. It's horrible. It's horrible. Like everything. Like my daughter is 5. I was gonna say 4. She's not 4. But my son is gonna turn 3 in a month's time, and my daughter is 5. So it's like around the ages that the son, Eric Clapton's son, fell. So it's quite sad. I don't know why I'm talking to this mic because this mic has nothing on, but it would be. Would be very timely, such as like an Oasis cover, wouldn't it be? I'm thinking away. I was trying Dire Straits the other day, Money for Nothing, playing it. It will be probably fun, wouldn't it? But to play it, but yeah, I could play it along. But then there's no lyrics. Do I know this song well enough to put it online to be doing? But that's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. They ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and chicks for free. You gotta install the microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. You gotta move these refrigerators. Just so you have an idea. I'm not even gonna use this mic because there's no point. We just need the helix going into the mixer as a second. Actually, it could be the helix straight into the. It could be the helix straight into the PA, into the thing, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be? It could be. I'm just adding a layer of complexity unnecessary. Let me just change that. So all right. I think that's all right. Wait. Okay. So let's try. If anyone's here, just let me know. So I feel like I'm talking to someone and not talking to no one. I'm just giving you a few more minutes to get it sorted, get people in. But in the meantime, let's see if this karaoke setup that I have going on here actually works. Should work, right? Seems like it's working. Alright. If anyone's there, just say hi, so I know when to start. At the moment, we're hearing the intro to Money for Nothing, which is quite long. But I think it's the guy sitting down watching at the TV, Luigi. Oh, look at yo-yos, that's the way you do it. You play guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and chicks for free. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you guys, something. So, all that intro for nothing. Okay. I'm getting clips now from the Helix for some reason. So, let's unplug these, okay? And let's get on with the subject at hand. Hey, art and creativity. We have Staley. At least we have a person, even if it's momentarily. Let me know if the levels are right. And now we're gonna try to get on with what I'm trying to do here. So, we all hear that merch is the way to make money when you have a brand, and even the brand is your band, your artist name, your business or something. Because the problem is, for example, you go to a shop, any shop really, and you might buy something that has something like this: Surf Beach Club, which means absolutely nothing. It's just like a Walmart or an Asda or something like that, right? So it's you're wearing signage and lettering that doesn't have a real meaning. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't benefit anyone other than maybe that brand. If you say like Supreme or Nike or Adidas or whatever other brand, or what's the Sports Direct one, to Lions Den or whatever it's called. So you always sort of merching or advertising something. Sometimes it's things that are cool and we believe in, like bands or mottos, right? Clubs that people belong to, associations, organizations, stuff like that. So I believe that there is some sense, if you have something that you want to promote, to wear it. And it's not that difficult these days. You could always argue, well, there's cheap clothing that you can get, and absolutely. And if it's something, I haven't made the market study to decide whether it's cheaper to buy all the equipment that you need to make prints at home and get like the designs and the materials required to print, and then you bulk buy a bunch of things. But I'm just trying a few designs, a few ideas, a few materials, a few different types of t-shirt and a few different types of hoodie and stuff like that to make it logical. So for example, this hoodie that I'm wearing now, it has here Gig Hub, which is what you're going to be using for content creation and marketing, and as well bookings and doing the open mics. Yeah, exactly. Like Sally's saying here, that you could make a shirt for his own channel. And that's right, because let's say that you are walking around the supermarket. I'm very focused on supermarkets today for some reason. And someone sees and it's like guitar repairing and tips and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, I'm going to check that on my phone right now. There's no reason why not. Um, because we're giving money to someone else. That's the thing that annoys me sometimes. Like, oh, I'm buying this item of clothing to advertise someone else's idea and make someone else's money, even if it's the supermarket or the brand. But then again, I'm not very focused on brands. Like I don't. There's a brand here in the UK. Probably elsewhere is like North Face. I know that like Patagonia is very big in America and elsewhere, in Australia I think as well. And there's like all these brands and badges and things that people like. Oh, like Lacoste used to be very big, or Chanel, right? If you have that, it's fancy. It's one of those things that if you're rich, it's cool. If you're poor, it's tacky. It's like if you have something that says like Raphael Jesus, because this is my name. If I get lost, return me to my address. It's a bit strange, but if it's like a bag just saying Louis Vuitton, then it's amazing. Oh, you're so cool. You have this bag, which you know, each their own. So what the way that it came around was about a year ago. Peter ordered a band T-shirt with AstroDog, which is the name of our band, and then he gave me a voucher, which is like something like this, like a gift voucher from the place that we ordered, and we ordered the first T-shirt. I've then since just made an order more recently, and the T-shirt is something like this, right? Ah, you see, Staley saying that North Face is actually big in America as well, and the Patagonia shirt is what I have on and my pants actually as well. Planning on climbing adventures, so I have my synthetics on. You see, and it does identify you with a group of people. Like I'm not disparaging brands throughout. Like I have clothing that is not just this, right? But yeah, it makes sense, right? There's specific gear. Like for example, I like cycling. So some people have Rafa, which is something that I would like to have because it's sort of the abbreviature. The nickname. My nickname is Rafa. Um, so it will be cool to have something with my nickname on it as a brand, but it's a very expensive brand. So instead, I have Crivit, which is the Lidl brand, and Lidl has Trek Lidl team in the World Cycling. So and they do use that. So this is the T-shirt. So the way I did it, you see, I feel like the people that sell at the market now online on TikTok Live. Very good price, very good price. Look, T-shirt, very nice, very nice. So this is the T-shirt. A few things that came out not particularly great is these dots around was like a little glow on the image, and here it doesn't translate particularly well. And this was as well a sort of glow behind the letters, and I think it's not great. Although, again, on camera and on a stage, does anyone really see? On the back, we did this logo with AI. So Peter did the logo with AI, and then I did the lettering here. So this is a different element, let's call it, on the digital space that I was using that I'm going to show in a minute. And then this is a different element in itself for the hashtag, so people can follow us on Instagram, for example, or Facebook and stuff. I'm glad it looks good from here. So the idea was like front, left pocket, just the logo and stuff, something a bit minimal, not too tacky, and then unpack. And so what we do is we wear these t-shirts when we're doing our open mic for the moment at the Leighton, but if you some others elsewhere, so people know who are the organizers, right? It's like staff. I don't think maybe playing this playing like the band with our own t-shirts is the way to go, probably. And it's not really much because it has like the sort of things that we want to be doing, the event management, content creation, photography, videography, podcast, bands, that sort of stuff in the back. If you are getting a bit chilly and you want a hoodie, we did the hoodie as well. Again, it's the same design, we just put it on a hoodie. It is like a plasticky thing here, But from my previous experience, it hasn't fallen out. Let's see if this one does. It has gone to wash and it hasn't completely been destroyed. Sometimes the dryers are worse than the washers. But then again, and the thing about these websites that I put on the thumbnail and I'm talking about, and because it's the one that I've used, I don't know if like Teespring or Tmeal or whatever is better or worse. These are the ones that I've used. The t-shirt, for example, this t-shirt that I was showing you is from a brand called Fruit of the Loom, which here in the UK is a very renowned brand for making quality clothing. The hoodie, they call it Epic Hoodie, but it's from Just Hoods, AWDIS, whatever this is. If it's known or not, but it feels nice. It's not, because the thing is like, oh, you can buy a hoodie anywhere. Yes, that's true. You can buy a hoodie anywhere, or you can buy a band hoodie anywhere. But like a hoodie can be around. I've made this for like £30 the hoodie and 15 the t-shirt. Thereabout. No, the t-shirt was a bit more because it's again it's a more known brand. And I've made. Then they have these. They have loads. The zipper hoodie, so with pockets, a zipper, the hoodie, and on the back it says, I forgot that I would have to take this off. So now you can see that the t-shirt that I have underneath is actually armless. Not harmless of no harm, is no arms. And then at the back just like that. So if you like, if myself or my wife is walking around with this on, we're advertising, walking advertisement. I could see there my armpits, which is great. I'm really glad that I could show this online. So yeah, so that's the bits. You could also make then merch, right? Or just something else, just with a name, anything. So how to do it? That's the point that I was trying to do. This is just the intro. Thanks, Staley. Staley here was saying that he likes the colors and style that I use. The guys at AstroDog prefer black. I'm more of a colorful person myself. I like the green, for example. I like the beiges, the oranges, the blues. Not only the music style, but the color itself as well. Not big on red. Sometimes it has to do with beige skin color. Some colors work better than others, depending on your tone. But as you can see, like even the guitars, they have them displayed in a sort of order that I think it matches, like red and blue. Even the Americans and the English and the French like it on their flags, like the red and blue, blue and orange, which then is also reflected on the car, then orange and green, which are not opposite colors or complementary colors, but they work together, and then green and purple, which are actually complementary colors. So, and then on the other side, it's like a beige with the red pickguard, and then it's a light blue with the red pickguard. So it's like there is not a gradient, but the colors work. Exactly. That's it. I do love the colors. My gray and black guitars are hidden away somewhere to be used live for the tools that they are. But it's not. Maybe if it was like all black, but all the aesthetic did that. But I do like the colors. Although, for example, now my nose is particularly red. Looks like I've been drinking, but it is what it is. So let's move on to the thing. So the way that I do it is I do the design in Canva first, and then I go on to the website. So this is the website. I don't know. I haven't used other websites really. I've seen others. I've seen other websites, but I haven't used it because at the end of the day, this is what I landed and ended up enjoying more, because it was the first one that I used, and then everything in comparison either was more expensive or the features were worse and stuff like that. Sorry, I just need to burp. Sorry about that. A bit of water maybe to clean up. Not the aftertaste. It didn't come with the thing. I haven't printed from Canva because they are a bit more expensive. For example, so you can buy these $9.99. If you add the back is $12.99, and then you add shipping, which is either £3 or £4 depending on the time. If we were to print with Canva here, just to check, we can see the price, right? It would be, it wouldn't, obviously it wouldn't. Yes, sure. It wouldn't be black. It would be white. Okay? These pages are the wrong way around. In my head, they were the wrong way around. Okay, cool. But these would have to be smaller. So you can see the preview there, right? So that's what I'm going on about. Can you not use? No, doesn't like everything's. This usually works. I don't know what's happening today exactly. Yeah, but some groups did this because it didn't like it. Okay, so what to do? Sort of delete that. So if it was Space Girls, Space Cowgirls, I wanted to put it there, lines and stuff. So you just see similar to what I was doing before. Logo in the front, big thing in the back. So one t-shirt, 25 pounds with free delivery, but it's 25 pounds. So the other one would be 18 pounds for one, but if it's more. So Staley here saying that he paid for stickers and free cards but never a shirt. It seemed like the options and locations to put designs on the shirt needed to be larger. I'd want the logo higher on the chest, for instance. I think you know. So what they don't show you here, and they do show you sort of here, is that the printing area is limited. So imagine a square around here that it exists, with the maximum being 28 centimeters, which is 18 inches. No, in inches, let's just check for my American friends. 11 inches. So 11 inches across. It's the maximum printing area. So for example, in the back, where I have this t-shirt, is the most. It doesn't go all the way. See, there's like 5 fingers at the top that there's no print, and on the sides as well. There is like a printing area that they probably use the machine to print, or to put the print on or something like that. So, for example, some websites allow you to put on things on the sleeves, or they have a larger printing area, maybe on the sides. I guess that will be more customized work, or requires something that this particular stuff and Canva, as well, as you can see, is not able to do it. So this is for a t-shirt. Let's see if it was like it was 4 t-shirts. It's £4 off, 24 pounds each. No, but I want to see, do they do anything else other than t-shirts? Probably they could. Let's see, hoodies. They do hoodies. So if it was again, maybe grey. 37 pounds. So it's more. So all right. So going back to well, it's not really going back, but you know what I mean. So for example, if we wanted here to use this as the sort of images to put on a different website, right? This has a background color, so you need to decide what sort of background. Sometimes, often it doesn't matter, because you end up just taking the resources of the design that you want to use it without the color itself. So how did I get here? Let's start by that. So using Canva, which there is a free version of it that you can use. I have a paid version because someone else pays it for me. You can go on design, right? And you can choose by templates or something like that. I already searched for t-shirt templates. And then, for example, if you wanted to put Japanese, right, and you wanted to do something like this, you could add to the page. So you can add a page, right, and then you could do, for example, if you wanted this one here, correct? Oh, this is great. Or I want to do this one here, for example. Some allow you to change the letters or the words. Some don't, because some are images. Some the letters are not actually typing, or fonts are images themselves. For example, the OK, I think the OK is an image, right? But the everything and the will be, or is it? Ah, no, the OK is not. So if you wanted to do, I don't even know. Okay, this is fine, right? Then does it have, probably has like an element behind, or for example, you could do like everything will be okay in the front and never give up, always stay strong. But this orange will have to be the same orange. So you can copy the orange code, this orange. Okay, this could be the t-shirt, right? So let's go with that. Let me just delete this other two. And the way that I do it is, once I've landed on a design and the shape and everything that I want here, I go to share, I go to download, and even if you, the pro version allows you to do a transparent background. I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna show you on the Streetshirts website how you can do this for free. So you can download this. It will download onto zip here, which is 3 and 4, which is very, very nice, because the other ones are 1 and 2, and I already have a few of 1 and 2s. And then you go onto the website, and then you click add image. And then you go onto your devices. You can see my other images there, which is great. And you upload them, okay? And then once you've uploaded to the website, you click on the scissors here that will remove the background and fit it to the edges. As you can see, like 28 is the maximum, and it won't show up like this. If you want to do it like everything will be okay, you want to do it right front and center for some reason. Okay, let's just do it there for now. And then on the back, you put show back, and then you could put the second image that you want to put it on. And then you do the same thing. It shows you that there is a cost of $2.99. Print on the back, and then again remove background, which is a great tool. This works really well, and it's nice that you don't have to go to different websites to remove the background or use a different app. And then here you can put it like 25 centimeters. Again, it won't be exactly this way, and they do align it. There's this button here that I found about the other day, which centers it, which is very, very, very handy. Okay, and then you can change the color of the t-shirt itself. So if you wanted do something else like military green with a messaging like this, probably would work, right? Or olive green, maybe a bit darker. And then that's it. So it shows £15 here. The good thing about this company, Streetshirts, is that they have loads of clothing options. It doesn't show you exactly what the brand is, which I think it's a missed opportunity for them. These ones, the basic ones that seem like all crinkly and stuff, are Gildan. So you can buy Gildan t-shirts by themselves, but I find that they're quite good. They're a bit larger. They do have a size guide. So if you come here on products, on help and info, they show you what sort of size by chest it is. For example, the super soft men's heavyweight. You see the L is 41-43, right? And then the L on the unisex is 42-44, so it's slightly larger. So if I ordered the L on the heavyweight, and it's a bit smaller than I would want it. Probably I should have gone for the XL, which is see 44 chest. Although technically I'm a 42. Just let you guys, if you ever wondering and you would like to give me something. It's like, for example, L 42, specifically 42 for the fitted one. Would I believe it and trust that I'm not gonna gain any weight, or would I go for the XL? But let's say that you want to go for the XL, men's fitted. So the colors change from the color availability changes from t-shirt to item of clothing, because it's not just t-shirts, and the price does change as well from item to item. They do have a bulk discount, so if you get like, for example, if you order 5 items, even if it's not all the same 5 items, you get 50p per item. So if you order 5 items, it's £2.5 pounds, £2.50. So, and more. So if you order, for example, 50, it's £2.50 per item. 5 times 2.5 is okay, 50, 12 and a half. I want to say it is, isn't it? It's a price. It shows here what the item becomes per price. So if now it's like 20 pounds, becomes 17 and a half, which is a good discount. Like if you're ordering a load of t-shirts for a gig, for album release, like a friend of mine, Imogen, just did. Good. For the hoodie that I have here is this one, the Epic Print hoodie, which then you would have to change the location of the print if you wanted it to. But for example, things to notice when ordering this sort of stuff. I ordered this. I didn't realize it doesn't have a pocket. So if you want one with a pocket, you have to go find it. I think it's down here somewhere. This one. No, this is the ladies one. Where is it? This is the zip one. Ladies as well, which obviously doesn't interest me. Why would I build something for ladies? This is children's. It is somewhere. I know that it is. That it does exist. I just can't seem to find it. It exists. I'm gonna say yes, somewhere along the rainbow. Is it this one? I don't know. Now I'm nervous. Now I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. This one has pockets, but it has this like sort of 2-color thing. This could look nice, right? Okay, so there you go. There's like this. Would be interesting, orange with orange. So there's a bunch of clothing items. Okay, so you could then go ahead, add this to your basket in the size that you want. It does tell you here the thing. So let's say an L would be enough. This is 44 chest. Then you'd go to your basket and order it and pay it. There is obviously delivery fees, but it's what it is. But after you purchase the first order, you can sell your own. You can sell your own orders with a link. So, for example, you want to sell t-shirts, but you don't want to stock t-shirts, or you want to sell something for a show, and you want to buy only 10 of each item. Let's say that you're gonna go for the 50 items, right? And you want to buy 10 of each item. It's interesting because, well, the discount is a flat fee. So even if you order the basic unisex t-shirt, it still applies to 250. It's not like a percentage. So obviously it becomes a bigger percentage of the cheaper items, and the more expensive items. It's, you know how percentages work, right? So let's say that you wanted to order t-shirts and hoodies and jackets and women's t-shirts and stuff. So 5 items, 10 each. Or you wanted to order a few M's, a few S's, a few L's, five, even if it's the same t-shirt, let's call it. So like, for example, let's do an example here what I'm talking about. 10 euro t-shirt. Okay, so you want to do this t-shirt just with something on the front. Okay, we're gonna be, which is let's use my designs, my projects. Let's use my projects. Do I have projects? Not that it matters, it doesn't matter for the example. So I can actually show you something. So something that this website has, which is I think pretty cool. On the link to sell t-shirts, I'm gonna get to it, but Staley, do you wanna, for example, Staley, I'm gonna say that you do guitar repairs, builds, and playing, right? So let's say guitar repairs, guitar, acoustic guitar, vintage, vintage acoustic guitar on a bench being repaired. So they have this AI generator, okay, which I know I feel this way about AI of I don't like the fact that we are commoditizing art this way, because we're not going to designers to get it done, and when it comes to music we won't like it. So good and so easy and so cheap. Which is what people are going to say about music, and then we're all going to be out of hobby. But regardless, it is what it is. So they have this AI image generator that probably they have some background prompts to make it like round and pretty and stuff like that. And usually it gets really good results. So let's use this as an example here. It takes a little bit to create, and then it creates the images. On the phone you can download them. So let's say that you want to use this one. Okay, and you're gonna go. You can also add lettering right here. I personally prefer to bring it from somewhere else, but you could do it on the website. Let's say that you want to do, what font are we going for? Text daughter. Let's go a key, which is Portuguese. Let's go with okay. And Staley, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna use your sign here. So Staley Explorers, go subscribe because it's keeping me company here. You could even put like, with an enter, right? Increase the size. Put it right here, okay? Or even here, and this here, or some. Now this looks worse. This looks worse. Looks worse, and it doesn't need to be like this. It could just be like this, right? So this is the name of, this is your band, right? And you want to sell this, which this is the wrong link. But no, you want to buy. Let's say that we wanted to buy these to have on the gig, right? So you're gonna buy 10 of these and 20 of these and 20 of these, right? Let's just for some reason do this, okay? Then you ask, thank you. Still says that now that's cool. I'm not opposed to little AI help, no matter. It's just it's like, yeah, it's cool, and it does show something very cool. But at the end of the day, it should be someone doing it. All right, so you invested £457, okay, which has a £150 discount due to the bulk. Which is still a lot of money. We are very optimistic here, thinking that we're gonna sell all these t-shirts. So 60 t-shirts for Staley Explorers, right? But this is not enough. This is not enough. We run out of t-shirts, everyone wants a bit of the cake, and therefore it doesn't last forever. So we could have, you could have, now it's not, I click the same link. You could have a link with the same design or whatever. It could even be like this, actually. Probably I'd prefer this. Sometimes things in the middle, I like the top right corner or top left corner or whatever, but things in the middle, if you're like wearing a hoodie, are better, are more visible, if anyone's thinking about that. I think about that. Right? Let's just go with as it is, like this, right? And then you can set the price of the item yourself. So this is the cost of the item, $8.99. But you sell it for £15, right? So the other ones you're paying $4.74, $4.79, something like that. So calculator, let's just see. So for the other ones we were paying $4.75 divided by 60. It was £7.90. So even less, right? But we can't carry infinite t-shirts, and although people often won't buy the item after the fact, but let's say that they would, you can have like a promotion that is running for 12 weeks, 3 months, and you expect to sell another 60. That means that the cost of the price is the same as it was if we bought it ourselves and stocked, and there is a profit that then is transferred to PayPal, because then you're still selling it at $14.99 or whatever price. If you want to sell your t-shirts at £20 and you do sell those 61 t-shirts, it's £700. So, and then you give it a name, let's say acoustic sounds, whatever. Give it a little description. So this the name that shows up at the top of the bar. When you do, you put your details, you start the promo, and then you can have they email you the link. They email you the link. It is cool, isn't it? It's like, oh yes, it's a I think it's from memory that reflect what you do. They mail you a long link and a short link, and obviously you can turn that into a QR code or something like that. So the problem is you click save as, but it doesn't save it very well, because otherwise I would be able to send it to you. Let's just see. I know. You see, it does this. It saves with the thing around it. Either way, I can send that on Discord if you want. So yeah, so that this is the way that I've done it. Again, for example, it could be a hoodie. You could have, it could be a band or brand, or could just have something for you and your family, because they have like children's clothing and everything. Even if you want to have a sports bra with a little logo here for some reason, I don't know why. But this I find this hilarious. It's very, very funny. I'm acting like I'm 12. So all over the place. But so yeah. So this is how I've done it. In the UK, the shipping you can choose what sort of shipping do you want. If you want faster shipping, if you want slower shipping up to a point. It's not like you can send it by camel. It's not one of the options. At the moment, they are running an autumn 24. I think that's the 20% discount. No, don't worry. 20% discount. But again, I think this is just in UK. I don't know. They ship. I don't know why they would do that. I'm sure that there is companies in America that's probably better and faster and cheaper and stuff like that. Just trying to see. Broad side. I don't even. I don't know. Go check on the website if anyone's interested. So this site is called Streetshirts. It doesn't. You don't see it because it's inside. behind me. So, for example, for me and my mate, we have all ordered the Geek Hub ones. I'm having hay fever symptoms right. And Steve Cassidy is triggering my hay fever. We, for example, the other day, me and Anthony went to procure a place to do an open mic there, and we were both wearing the Geek Hub hoodies because it gives that professional look. You show up with matching outfits, you're like, yo, twinsies. But it is interesting because then the following day, oh yeah, Steve does have a YouTube channel. Have you not seen Steve? Steve has a massive YouTube channel. Actually, just did the video today about an acoustic guitar. I think it's a first. I haven't seen it. I have been asleep part of the afternoon. Woke up and decided to do the part. But I'm gonna watch it. Steve has 3 videos coming out this weekend, so plenty of content there. Back to my stories. We went, and Anthony was wearing the Geek Hub hoodie, and I was wearing my AstroDog hoodie. And the lady, the lady owner, the landlady of the pub, was like, "So what's the deal with Geek Hub and AstroDog, and like what's the difference?" And we were like, "Well, you see, Geek Hub is the corporate overarching behemoth of the industry, all right, that runs everything, and AstroDog is the band that deals with the community-based events such as open mics and podcasts." Okay, so it was a great explanation, and I think she thoroughly believed that. I don't know if she did, but I did turn around and just showed my bum, and was like, no, but we have Geek Hub showing here in the back with everything, which is like powered by Geek Hub. See. You're welcome, Steve. Another sub. What would you be without me, without my powerful influence in the world of guitars and content? If I could, I would just be a live streamer. That's going to be my my thing. I have a friend that she's going to be on the podcast. If you want to check the Astro Band, AstroDog Band Media, I think that's the name of the channel. Find it out. And subscribe. I did a really good podcast with my friend Peter, and Anthony produced it, and it's with this new indie band called The Mandrills. But before I do, I'm just gonna actually show you Steve's channel. You see here he is messing with things, breaking guitars. Look at him breaking guitar. Look at his face. The fear in his eyes, like this guy. It's like worse than trying to tune a guitar. So the mandrills, which is a type of ape, but they're not a thing. Podcast AstroDog Band Media. Went out right. So go here and watch the first episode of Astrocast with myself and stuff. You can see that for as last time. We're matching shirts. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Birmingham next year. There's so many months between now and then. I don't know if I'll even be alive by then. So what was going on about this? T-shirts, right? So I did the promotion, set it at production value, and then I sent it to my friends, and then I applied the discount, and it's a sneaky way to get cheaper merch. So I'm not recommending it, but then again, I don't work for Streetshirts. I hope they don't bust me chops regarding that, but that's a way to do it. I'm TV. That's the way. So for example, if you did it, let's say this T-shirt, right, and you set it at 13 pounds. I don't like $12.99. Okay. I know that I'll be losing money, which is illegal. You cannot lose money. But this was this one. Okay, so $9.49. Okay, so you do $9.50. All right, and then you send this to your friends, and then they buy it at this price, or they have a discount code or something, and then it could be for an event. I've done I suggested to a friend of mine that's going on a trip with his father, and he wanted to make some hoodies. To do this, you could like use the AI to make a picture, and then you can put some letters like trip, France trip 2024. Because the thing that, and the reason why I feel comfortable talking about these pieces of clothing is because they are quite good. They wash well, they haven't completely fallen apart. They have instructions regarding the washing and drying, how to do it. So follow them. But it's nice. It's nice. It feels nice, and it hasn't again been destroyed. And I had some issues with the size of the print on items that were supposed to be the same, and they came back and thank you, Stelly. They came back and they straight away remedied it and gave me like the vouchers, and I was able to reorder the item that wasn't up to the standard. So all very good, all very nice. Now let me see how many subs. Oh, we had 16 subs, so we have been like almost we have 17 subs. Look at that, amazing. It's not about the subs. Not about subs. For a 1 hour podcast, we're gonna be recording the second episode. So Imogen. This is where I was going. Imogen Evans, that released the album The Towers. Is a singer, songwriter, guitarist from Blackpool. That my dear friend Gareth Evans is father of. Produced this child, although he doesn't have much of a musical talent himself. He does play the guitar and stuff, but he's not a musician. But she is this girl here, and she bought t-shirts, Killen t-shirts from a different place, and she sold a bunch, which is cool. But she started doing TikTok lives recently, and it seems like it's working out. So this is where I was going with. If I could, I would just do live streams, but I guess where we are now is no longer YouTube or Twitch, it's TikTok. But I don't know if I'm getting old. I will listen to this song. I really like this song because this song, I turned off. Let's see if it works. Now I can just do audio capture, right? Is it? I needed to put it through. Wait. That's going to be. I'm gonna ask that on the podcast. Like, your album is called The Towers. I've noticed that it only has one tower. Would you mind to give us some a proper explanation on this faux pas? Was it on purpose?
You're not alone, even when the shadows hide you. They still adore, even when you feel betrayed. You aren't lonely, even when the brightness overthrows you. So just step out into the light. Step out into the light, so you can be seen in the meadows. Just step out into the brightness, so you aren't left behind in the shadows. You'll still be seen, hiding behind the darkness, never stepping out, afraid to be judged. Don't miss out on these steps that'll guide you closer to the divine. Step out.
So you get the idea, right? So, very talented young girl. I say talented young girl because when I met her and her dad and everything, they were I don't know how old Gareth was, but Imogen was 15 or just turned 16, because she just turned 18 now. And she gigs regularly, like almost every. She was just gigging today at the Cube in Bolton. And she has written so she has a full album that was released last week or something like that. Not last week, last month, I think, you see. And and it's here, right? You can see the material, and she has more. She writes. She's very smart. Um, I'll say you never know. It might be the next big thing. Not that it matters. Even if she just is happy with what she already has already achieved. I already think it's massively impressive because it's not just putting out something. Is actually being good at doing that. And I think she definitely is. So there is that. That was all I had my intentions of talking about today. So t-shirts are not that hard. Steve, if you have questions, go watch from the beginning. From the beginning. If anyone else has any questions, I'm glad to help. The other thing that I wanted to show, now that I think a bit more about this, is there's Canva, which has free versions and has free and paid versions. So you could put, what's the name of your band, Steve? The bank. Let me know. There's another service similar to Canva, which is Adobe Express. It's more limited in things that is able to do for free. If you're willing to pay for it, has more things. Coconut Grove, which reminds me of this. Coconut. Okay. Sorry. Ah, such great content. Groove, Coconut Groove, not Grove. I apologize. I apologize for being sick, fortunate soul. Something like this. So for example, something like this. And this is free. This design is free, and you can download it and you can do things with it. Blah blah blah. So Adobe Express, which I have used to make posters. Would you like to see one of the posters that I did? I don't need to show it through here. That's how I did the thumbnail for today actually. But go to downloads. I think this will be the best poster in the whole world, and I think it's very reasonable. Okay, that I should be able to use this poster because it's so good and so cool, and definitely not self-indulgent. What you guys think? I want some opinions. We can even go through a few of them. So the one that I did that was good straight away, it was this. So this was for an open mic at a place called Shaker's Tavern. This is first time, but no one watches this far. October 24th. So this is the poster. Okay, right? Very nice, very mindful, very cutesy, very demure. Okay. And then I started doing the other one for this other place, and it was as well in the same, I think the same vein. Very like, it's a pub that has a piano, and I thought, okay, piano and everything. Maybe it's a bit scary looking, so I've adjusted a little bit, so the letters are a bit more bright and stuff. Okay, so straighten, the shadows are a bit pulled in, the white colors and everything still very visible. Piano. People are, oh, you want something? You want something a bit brighter? Yes, this is you, Anthony. This is how you sound. Hey, a bit brighter. All the work that I put into this stupid poster. So then things started to fall off the deep end. I did this one, which had the things here at the bottom, but I don't know if this is the right thing to print. Because it's a curry night on the same day, I think this would be a good shot as well. It has all the elements. It has curry for the curry night. It has the presented by GigHub. It has the links. It has the day and time and the dress, the place, neon. I think this is great. Curry night, You just needed to put like a piano floating here, and then it will be perfect. I then got a bit megalomaniac with this one. My face is the most beautiful face in the world, so I put it there. And then because that wasn't approved by the boss, by boss I mean my wife, I said maybe this one. Where am I putting them up? The goal is to print them and then to do MS flyers and stuff, and also to put them up on Instagram and social media. I know this is not social media friendly. For example, if it was for a reel, right, that has like those things on the side, it would be like this with the space around it. If it was on Facebook, the first venue, it would be a bit more like this, like a square, right, with things. I thought about this stuff. I'm still working on the design for the other one. And then I think this will be this was the last one. This. Okay. This is like a fake crest AI created. Is this the last one? Or so there's one. So this is the last one. And then there is this one, which has the gardener's arm with the planet Earth behind for some reason. And then we have this one, which is with the big face. And then Curry's. But Mike, neon gray, and piano. So I have 5. 2. Okay, so not this one, not this one. This is just a picture of me. Where is it? I think the one that you're saying is this one. Is it this one? That says 5 up there. Would you mind describing? Because if it was I here went a bit mad with the tilting of the words and stuff like that. But this is the thing that I didn't consider. This one, okay. I didn't consider before. It's okay. Do you always use the same font? Do you use sister fonts and everything? It's the least cluttered. So between these and these, the difference is the open mic position. Make myself smaller. Nope. Where did I put the camera? All right, I'm turned around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely. Okay. Let's stop that. So between. No, this is not it. Where did it go? I'm losing brain cells as the stream goes on. Between this and this, these two, the differences are. Let's spot the differences. The face here, it's a multiply situation on the left, on the right one. So my picture is melded into the background that has this like texture, this textile texture, and this one has a duotone of orange and purple. Okay, and then it's the gardener's arms font and image, and like thingy. It's smaller and more to the side, and the font has strong highlight. And then the open mic is moved from the right to the middle. But we can go live. We can go live editing this. Don't worry, everyone's a critic. I know everyone likes criticizing and everything. Open mic over the mouth makes it look like you're being censored, which is the opposite of. Yes, it is. That's an interesting proposition. That's an interesting proposition without any doubt. Your stuff. Can I see? I have stuff. No. Here. Here we are. So let's pay. It's loading the resources. So if we put, we could, right here. The image itself can do the. Is it? Where's the option? Blend. Here we are. So, is it multiply? Okay. Very engaging content. Falling into the trap. Falling the trap. No tint. No tint. Like this. It can be also stand-up comedy, poetry. It can be whatever you want to do it. But if you do any of those stupid things, you're gonna be thrown out. By me personally, I'm gonna grab people and then push them into the streets of mean Thornton, Leafless. There you go. You see, so there's loads of things here. That's it. That's it. Why is this purple? You might be asking. I don't know. I don't know how relevant, for example, is my picture being there. It's not very relevant, but so people know who to go to when they get there. Why does this need to be slanted? But it was quirky, fun. Now I'm reconsidering all my life choices. It needs to be so there you go. I think this live has run its course. Yes, it does. I was just hosting at the time when this picture was taken. Yes, I'm not gonna elaborate more than that. That's gonna say. I can show you more pictures, but this picture. It's this picture. Band shot. A band, no, because you need to remove the background of things. It cannot be a thing with lots of elements, otherwise it becomes poop-de-poop. But I could do this one, I guess. Which I seem like too cool for school for some reason. Let's see how that would look. Take this one off. We put on. Then you go on to here, remove background, then flip it, then do this, Then I do the same sort of blend, apply. I send it to the back. And I cut. Where do I cut the microphone? Where it starts fading away. I can erase. No, not the head. Maybe not. Just leave it. Quick selection. What if it looks like I don't have a mouth? Whoop. Hey, eh? Then I can do the. I could remove. Much better, isn't it? Ah, keep the mic. It's an open mic. Okay, keep the mic. This cut here, so odd. There you go. Is that better? I don't think it's better. I think it's worse. I think it's way, way worse. Hate it. Hate it, Steve. Your fault. Maybe here? Where the... or, hear me out. You can put this whole shebang in front of these. No, you're making it worse. Your suggestions are making it worse. It's not my own lack of talent. I spent way too many hours yesterday doing this. Oh, I hate it all now. This makes no... Werner's arms can go here. Zen's. I don't know how people stream. Like, they're not just like silent, trying to do other same time. Perfect. Very clear of what's going on here now. I wanted to make this somehow. Yes, I know. All the micro adjustments done, and then we'll be like spot on. Hmm? Does this look like it was made by a 5-year-old? Probably. It's another idea. It's another image to add to the pile of rejected ideas. It's only on the 6th of November, so there's plenty of time to be doing one of these every night. But as you can tell, Adobe Express, quite powerful stuff here for your band posters. I feel almost tempted to go to check Tropical Groove, Coconut Groove, Coconut Groove, and see what sort of posters do you have. If you need a helping hand, trust this helping hand. Shadows, strong shadows, halo shadows, low shadows, color, shadow, no, dark pink, orange shadow, dark purple shadow, blue shadow, dark teal shadow, teal shadow, yeah, love it, gray shadow. Okay, there's more. Okay, no more. Can I ask the group that is here present, the two people probably that are watching, free, which is probably Steve, Staley, and my wife. This one out. Let's see this Coconut Groove band. I don't see no Stevie Cassidy here. Am I tripping? Looks like I am tripping. There's no Steve Cassidy. I think he's pretending to be in the band, but there's no Steve Cassidy here. Regardless, this is the thing. So you could take this and put it on Adobe Express and do things with it. Regardless. You took the picture. Sure. You took the picture. You're not in the band. Stop. Where are you? I don't see you in the picture. I don't have a Facebook account on my computer at the moment. There's no way. There's no proof. We'll never have any sort of perfect proof. So yeah, between Canva and Adobe Express, there's loads of alternatives out there to create something nice and cool to put on t-shirts. If it fits, if it's something that it's cool. T-shirts, hoodies, zipper jackets, coats. I would like to have like a leather jacket, not a leather jacket, like a denim jacket with patches. But you can order patches as well. It's not simple. You can order anything. When you go to China, bring a thing. But this is not what I want to say. Before I end, I'm gonna end now because I'm starting to ramble. And I'm gonna change scene here on. Do you like my animations? The animations are cool. I tried to install something and it failed miserably, but I kept the animations. So moving on from the blues, although I'm not even playing the pentatonic, if I want to enrich my play by adding a few notes to the pentatonic scale, what scale should I practice next? Should I just practice like minor scale? Should I just practice major scale and minor scale? Should I practice like harmonic minor, melodic minor? What's the next step for like improvisation? What sort of scales or exercises would you guys recommend to improve improvisation or to increase the vocabulary of improvising melodic? I can even, we are this far and into this to the thing that I could actually put a backing track and try to improvise for you so you could see what I'm talking about. Dorian. But isn't the Dorian... Sorry, but isn't the Dorian like basically the major scale on the 5th position or whatever it is? That's what I still haven't figured out. It's like, so you practice Dorian? Just Dorian? It's probably a good idea. Now we could put an elevated jam tracks, which is Tom, isn't it? That Steve has met, I believe, at 42 Gear Street. I'm not jealous because the pressure would be too much for me and I would break going to these places and doing these things. Money is for nothing and the drugs for free. you hear that? Okay. Does it sound decent at all in any way, shape, or form? I don't have much of me. Okay, so if we put this on, so second position, okay, but that's what I like about the Dorian shape. It's good symmetry. So I don't know the Greek modes, and it is showing. Sounds good. Perfect. So for example, if we are playing here, and you can hear this backing track as well. Something like that. Let me just, you can hear everything. Amazing. So let me just lower the camera. Not too abruptly, I hope. Even change the position of the mic. To do the things with one hand. It's not that way. Okay. We're trying to snag a free lesson on the live. So we are in E minor, right? So we are in E minor, correct? So, which would mean that straight away what I think is not E Aeolian, because I wouldn't solo this. I would solo like on the 12th fret, E minor, correct? But this is the sort of thing that I usually play. Yeah, it is. So for example, E minor. You get the idea. So it's like I could have a second comment. Wait, I'm not playing riffs per se. So would playing Dorian, practicing the Dorian sound and position help me get move from that? It's not. Mark Briggs here that is saying very metal as a little boy of 14 that spreads all over the board. And he did mention the Greek modes as a place where I need to catch up with that. And I'm not too proud to have lessons with a 14. Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I want to have something a bit more flashy. Yeah, exactly. No, it's not shredding exactly. It's just having the ear something more than this. That what I'm doing now. Maybe even to help build speed. I know like there's spinners per string and there's other ways to go about it, but I have some advice. And it's the best way to collect riffs just to it's the best way to collect riffs just to play solos, learn solos, and then like break them apart into the things that happen more commonly as like a law of averages. And Steve, remember this was the mic that I bought at Birmingham. So yeah, so it doesn't waste to learn Dorian, right? Or to learn the Greek modes. It starts on one end or starts in the most used ones. I realized that like E minor and C sharp minor probably are the most used keys. How quick can you do emerons? This is very musical. But around that, probably that's it. Emeron. I'm showing. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on my hands. Already tired. So it's saying is make the left hand work like it's doing emerons and up the output with your right hand every note. This must be if anyone tunes in. Also using a pick would be helpful, right? Is this what you mean? But what for? So for example, if you put we're getting notes. Steve is like, I quit. I'm just gonna send him for message. Let's see. Ah, thank you very much, Steve. Really appreciate it. So, Alright, instead of me. Like that. I could hear myself playing while you were explaining that, and it was annoying. So I'm just messing. Not messing it, but messing with the song. So thank you. I already learned something. You see, I give information about t-shirts, and I receive information about actually playing guitar, which is what I should be doing more of. But I'm only a man. Yeah, that's it. So left hand always working while doing hammer-ons and pull-offs, and the right hand picks all the notes fast. Cheat speed, he says. I don't think there's any cheats. He's just doing it. There's different ways of doing it, isn't it? And that's why you teach, and that's why I learn. I'm only a student of the arts of guitars. There we go. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. When this goes live, I'm probably gonna cut out all the bits where I'm not talking about the t-shirts and clothing and stuff. But I really appreciate you guys hanging around. Steve, once again, I really appreciate you always support me when I do these streams, even though you have your own busy life as well. And a little burp as well, a bit of Rick and Morty burp here. Thank you, everyone. Have a good Friday evening. And I'm gonna go now, reunite with my family, mostly my wife, because my kids are asleep, hopefully. Fingers crossed. This was my way of getting away from the bedtime routine, which I've been successful in for the past 3 months. So therefore, this is great stuff. I hope you're listening to this, Marcy, my beautiful wife. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.